Hey guys, Jarek here, and Komodo is back for some more Black Ops 2. This time we're going to be doing some team deathmatch on the map Encore, and I'm doing something a little bit different. This time I'm running with just a secondary, using just the B23R. My wildcards are Perk 1 Greed and Secondary Gunfighter. My attachments from a B23R are an Extended Mag and a Suppressor. My perks are Hardline, Ghost, Scavenger, and Engineer. So I'm going with the Suppressed loadout in general, just because it's... I don't want to get into an upfront fight with just a pistol, and the B23R is great, don't get me wrong. This pistol can be, if you use it correctly, just as good as an SMG, but I definitely don't want to run into the whole enemy team with using just a pistol. I believe you said you pretty much don't even end up using the pistols most of the time anyway.
No, I'm pretty much a primary gunfighter myself, especially with the light machine guns.
Right, you never have to reload to begin with. So there's no point to pull out the pistol anyway. The LMGs, I honestly think the LMGs are the best in this game than they have been in any other Call of Duty game in general. They're just a lot easier to use in every single situation possible. And I think it's just because of how many different attachments you have now. If there's a weakness to the LMG, like the LMG is slow and you can put a quick draw handle on it so you can aim faster, which you could kind of do before Sleight of Hand Pro, but now it just makes it that much more effective. It really did even out the gameplay styles of LMGs, and I'm not going to say they're overpowered because they still have weaknesses, but they're a lot easier to use.
I personally still miss the RPD. It's probably just a personal preference thing. I haven't quite found a light machine gun in this game that I can really just stick with and like.
As far as the LMGs go in this game, I can pretty much use every single one of them. I think the one that, and it's funny people say this, because normally this is everyone's favorite LMG, but it's my least favorite. It's the QBB, the bulb-up fast fire rate thing, that seems to be pretty... Everyone seems to like it, everyone seems to use it, but in general it's my least favorite out of all of them. I can still use it fine, but it doesn't seem to be very... It doesn't seem to be really good at long ranges like the other LMGs are, and usually when I'm using an LMG, I'm not trying to get real up close to people. I'm trying to be a little bit more slow-paced and defensive and let them run into me instead of me run to them. So that one doesn't really work too well for me, but I can deal with it and I can make it work, and it's still a good gun, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather prefer to use some of the belt-fed LMGs. They just seem to be better. And the hammer. That thing is... that thing is ridiculously effective just with the higher rate of fire at the beginning and then it slows down. You can just tap it as much as you want. You can just keep tapping the trigger and then it'll fire incredibly quick.
Unless you're Raptor and you have to throw a rapid fire attachment on there.
Okay, he puts rapid fire on everything.
That's true.
It makes no sense because I really honestly have not found one gun where rapid fire makes the gun better. Unless you were specifically going for, I'm going to hip fire only and try to shoot someone that's only 10 feet away from me, it pretty much just makes the gun recoil all over the place and you can't control it at all.
God, why does that remind me of the AA-12 from Modern Warfare 2?
What does?
Just hip firing, spray and pray, kill everybody bullshit.
I think bullshit's a pretty good way to describe Modern Warfare in general. It seems to be everyone's... Well, okay, at this point, I think people are leaning more towards Treyarch. I think Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, people really do like that. But for a long time, everyone was still considering Infinity Ward to be the A-team. And pretty much as soon as Black Ops 1 came out, I went, wow, this is a lot better than anything Infinity Ward has ever put out. And flashbangs are rather blinding and irritating. What's extra annoying here is that guy dies, instantly another flashbang. Somehow I don't die through all this, but yeah, it still makes your ears ring and blinds you, which is not... When you're trying to play this game in the middle of the night and you don't have your light on, that's really annoying.
I can imagine.
As I was saying, though, everyone for the longest time seemed to think that Infinity Ward was the A-team, and really it seemed like Activision was pushing them to be the A-team too. It seems like they get most of the marketing, they get a lot of the budget. It seems like they get a bigger budget than Treyarch does. And to me this doesn't make any sense because I look at both of those games, and sorry to the people that are really looking back at Call of Duty 4 with a lot of nostalgia, because that was the first in kind of the newer Call of Duty games. A lot of people really like it. But looking back at it, it's not balanced at all in any way whatsoever, and it's definitely better than Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. But there's a lot of issues in that game that definitely do kind of take me out of the gameplay, especially if I go back and try to play it now. Things like Juggernaut, where you have more health, shouldn't exist at all. Things like Stopping Power, where your bullets are going to be more effective than an enemy opposing team's bullets, even if you're using the same gun. Certain things like that are fundamentally broken. They entirely break the game. And Treyarch usually tries to kind of either fix these things or completely take them out of the game. And I'm really glad that they took Last Stand out of this game entirely now.
One, I don't know, I guess you could say perk, I don't remember what they were called back then, that I did enjoy was, I can't remember the name of it. It was the one that let you shoot through, like, cover and walls.
That's still here. It's been changed to an attachment, though.
That's probably why I don't use it anymore.
I think it's Full Metal Jacket now. That's why they changed it to an attachment. You probably just don't have it unlocked yet.
I prestiged recently.
Good thing the attachments don't reset when you prestige. So all your attachments for your guns will still be there, which is great. Honestly, as far as prestiging goes, I don't play a Call of Duty game to unlock stuff. I really don't. It's not like I'm playing an RPG, so I don't really... I mean, it's kind of cool to have it there. It gives you some incentive to keep playing the game, but if I'm playing a Call of Duty game, I'm playing to just, find some good videos, have a good time.
Not get blown up.
That's kind of impossible with how much people throw C4 in this fucking game. Like, no one else seems to really complain about this, but I hate C4 in here. C4 is absolutely ridiculous. The blast radius is huge. Also, yeah, I'm running with a few different kill streaks, and as you probably noticed, I got all my kill streaks at literally the same exact time. They're one right after another. That was completely intentional. They just happened. Well, actually, that was completely unintentional. I just chose all of them intentionally, and they just happened to be right next to each other. Kind of experimenting with other kill streaks. Wanted to use different ones. Originally, I changed it to this because I saw Nuketown came back, and there's no way I'm going to get a swarm or attack dogs on Nuketown. That's never going to happen. So I switched and just decided, hey, I'm going to have some fun with it, mess around with it. I went to the War Machine, the Death Machine, and a turret. That turret I threw out actually stays there throughout the whole rest of the game. My team seems to be kind of holding out that side of the map. And these kill streaks, they work pretty well. I mean, they're not attack dogs or swarm or anything, but I just jumped right into my explosive. All right. They're fun to use, though. That's one thing I can say, is that especially this is really fun to use, even if it's not amazing, but it's definitely effective, to say the least. It's just a little bit slow.
I just want to say to all you people who play this game and you just have to jump around and everything while you're playing, this isn't Halo. Just saying. It's not going to help a whole lot.
What's more frustrating is one that actually works. Just normally because of the fucking lag compensation. So, I've noticed when the enemies are running, and this is actually fairly accurate, you are able to hit people at that distance, but I notice when people are running, the hitbox moves in front of them. So if you're shooting directly at them, you won't actually shoot them. So when they're jumping, that is also affected, and a lot of the times they'll actually end up killing you. It's just all the bullshit involved with Call of Duty.
Which is probably why I stopped playing.
I thought that was because your live ran out.
That too.
I think that has a little bit more to do with it.
Shut up.
See, I'm essentially got the last kill. There I am about to run up and kill the other person anyway, so... either way, still a kill for me. Went 27 and 5, pretty decent for just a pistol on my kill streaks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and later.